Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. If you saw the title, today we are going to be going over the difference between the Ram Rider, the gingerbread version of the Ram Rider, which as you can see here is going to have 3,500 hit points and do 415 damage while moving at 22, or has a movement speed of 22 and a housing space of 12. And we're going to be comparing that to everyone's favorite and the most overpowered troop in the game, in my opinion, the Root Rider, with 6,500 hit points, only dealing 115 damage, with a movement speed of 12 and a housing space of 20. Now, both troops target defenses, both troops do single target, and both troops target the ground. Now, I guess real quick, the biggest difference between these two is obviously the health is massive. So the Ram Rider is going to have almost double the health of the Cookie Rider, which is just what I'll call it for the sake of the video. Has almost double the health, but deals about a fourth of the damage. It's also 8 more housing space, which is huge. You could fit 16 Cookie Riders and an extra Valkyrie versus carrying 10 Root Riders, which is a big deal when you are attacking a base. Having more troops sometimes is going to be better, especially when they are so close. The other difference between the two troops is that the Root Rider is going to break through walls instantly. So if you look here, what the Root Rider is going to do as it approaches this wall, it's just going to break it, right? Which actually allows for an easier funnel because your troops are just going to funnel right behind the Root Rider into the base, meaning you don't need to bring earthquakes, you don't need to bring wall breakers, you don't need to bring jump spells, none of that stuff, because the Root Riders will break through the walls of the interior for you. Versus the Cookie Rider, which again is just what I'll call it for the sake of the video, breaks the wall on the initial dash, but then after the dash, jumps the walls. So after that initial dash, right, which is normally going to be one of the outside walls, the inside and the interior of the base, the Cookie Riders are going to be jumping the walls, which means that your troops are not going to be able to follow them unless they also break the wall. And when you're up against Town Hall 17 and Town Hall 18 walls, it's going to take them a couple seconds to break through. And depending on the troop, it might take them closer to like 30 seconds to break through the wall, which is a lot of time in an attack where you only have, 3 minutes? So that does make a difference. So what I'm going to be doing today is my best to compare the two in a somewhat fair way. So if you guys did not know, I did finish the single player campaign. I think most people have, so I'll just find like a random higher up base here. So this is a lot of Town Hall 14 stuff. I'm just curious, like what are these single target? Oh, no, they're double. Okay, so I'm just gonna place a couple of these, and then I'm just curious as to how far this is not a great, but like just see like what they do here. So against, like, with no support troops, they're only able to break through and get 1 defense, right, which isn't great. Granted, they are going to be 20 housing space, but I'll do the exact same thing now with the Cookie Riders and attack the same village and just kind of see, what was it, Titanic, right? So we'll attack the same base now with 2 Cookie Riders, and then let's see the difference here. So the difference first is that they stun, right? And then they're actually able to do more damage before they're taken out because they're a little bit quicker, which I think is important to know, right? They take out buildings quicker because obviously they move faster and they're able to do ranged damage, so they don't actually need to move as much to take down buildings after that initial charge. So what I want to do now is I want to use all Cookie Riders. I'll add an extra Valkyrie, and I want to show you guys what this is like here in an actual attack and just show you how overpowered these troops are. Oh, I actually can do ranked. I don't want to do a ranked attack. Let's not do a ranked battle. That would be horrible. So let's see if we can find a Town Hall 18 base here in the first couple skips, because I don't feel like sitting here forever. So we'll do one more skip. If not, we'll just attack the next base, and I'll just show you guys how strong this troop is. So no, we'll do one more. Let's see if we can find one. No, but this base also stinks. Come on, give me a tough base here. Give me a tough base. Let me show you the power of the Cookie Riders. Also not a tough base. We'll do one more. Oh my, dude, why is it so difficult to find bases sometimes? It is kind of annoying. But anyway, you know, all right, fine. We'll attack this base. This is fine. All right. So this base here, we'll first scout the clan castle. Nothing in here. And then I think I want to attack from this top side. And then we'll move our way down. I think that's probably the best course of action here. We'll do that. And then we'll pop this. And just for the sake of testing sake, I will not be using the firecrackers that they give us. So we'll pop the ward ability. And then I am just kind of curious how this attack is going to go. So we'll freeze over here. Drop a heal. As we get through. Looking nice. We'll drop a rage. Drop another rage on this side. And this base just got absolutely it just got destroyed. Like this base did not stand a chance. And this wasn't a terrible base. Like this was a somewhat strong base and just got absolutely destroyed by the Cookie Riders. Didn't use the extra event troops that we have, so this is just like a standard 320 army camp. And the Cookie Riders just absolutely crushed this base with 0 difficulties. And let's just wait another couple seconds for the thing to come up. There we go. But again, the biggest difference is see how the king now has to walk around the outside of the base because there is no pathway for him to the town hall. But also, how much does that really matter when the Cookie Riders are as overpowered as they seem to be, at least to me, throughout this event? You know what I'm saying? So we'll do one more attack here, and this time I'm curious if I don't even use clan castle troops. So I'm going to take out the clan castle troops. I'll still use the siege barrack, but if I just take out all clan castle troops and we'll attack just this first base. Obviously they don't have defensive CC, so I'm not going to use any clan castle troops or spells here, and I'm just going to see how big of a difference that makes with the Cookie Riders comparing them to the Root Riders. So then we'll go here. And again, you know, same thing. I was hitting the wrong button, right? So we're not going to be we're not going to be using the firecrackers either. Pop a heal, do a rage, and that's all the spells that we got for this attack. Aside this last overgrowth, and let's just see how this does. So I do actually want to freeze this single target. If I can, we'll go now. I say freeze. I want to overgrow it. And this base gets crushed with no clan castle troops or clan castle spells. Didn't use the extra troops that they gave us with a standard 320 army camp space. Yeah, this troop is so overpowered. If you guys are not using the Cookie Riders, I don't know what you're doing. This troop is so overpowered every year that they release it, and I'm so happy that they brought it back. But I am actually also really happy that they didn't allow you to use this in ranked, because I feel like if they did, everyone would just be going perfect. Like, I guarantee you if I used it for ranked, I would go 24 out of 24 with 3 stars. This is just the most overpowered troop in the game. It's so strong. It's ridiculous, and it is the best troop from this event, and I'm happy that you get it early. Some of the other troops that you get, so obviously you get the Firecracker, which, you know, is just kind of, it's a ranged troop. It's not bad. It doesn't have really any hit points. It doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. The Firecracker is best used kind of how you see it here. If you put a tank in front of it, it's going to do a lot of damage, especially with that splash. But I don't think that's game breaking. I don't think it's super overpowered. The Azure Dragon, I think for it being 40 housing space, I just don't think it does enough damage for it to warrant 40 housing space. I think I'd rather have 2 dragons or an Electro Dragon and 2 balloons than the Azure Dragon. And that's kind of all the troops from this event. And also why I'm not talking about them in this video. But yeah, the Cookie Rider is the most overpowered troop in this game. And if you are not using it, you better start. You got what, 17 more days left in the event. When this video comes out, it might be like 15 or something like that. But you better be using this troop, and you better be getting the most out of it, because I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You will 3-star every single base if you use the cookie riders. And that's really all I gotta say. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. As well as let me know in the comment section down below what videos you want to see next. If you liked the video, if you hated it, all that good stuff. And with that being said, until I see you next time, peace out.